Did you know that sitting for just 6 hours a day can quietly shut down key muscles and change the way you move? The average person now sits 9 to 11 hours daily, and over time this creates predictable changes in your hips, spine, and posture. But 5 specific exercises can reverse almost all of this damage and restore lost movement. These are targeted exercises you can do anywhere, at home, in your office, or while traveling. And if you sit for long hours, these are especially important for you. Let's start with the first one, the hip flexor stretch to lunge. Most people don't realize how chronically tight hip flexors are wreaking havoc on their entire body. If you have tight hips, lower back pain, or feel like your posture is collapsing forward, this single exercise addresses almost all of it. You can do it at home with no equipment, and with consistent practice, you'll start noticing improvements within a few weeks. To perform it, start in a kneeling position with one knee on the ground and the other foot planted in front at 90 degrees. Place your hands on your front thigh for stability. Tuck your tailbone under by squeezing the glute of your back leg hard. You should feel a stretch in the front of your hip immediately. Keep your torso tall and upright, as if a string is pulling you up from the crown of your head. Hold for 30 to 45 seconds, breathing deeply and allowing the stretch to deepen with each exhale. From this position, transition into an active lunge. Keep that back glute engaged and press your hips forward another inch. Then shift your weight onto your front foot and drive through your heel to stand up into a split stance. Lower back down with control, maintaining tension throughout. That's 1 rep. Perform 5 to 8 reps per side, focusing on quality over speed. What makes this powerful is that it combines stretching with activation. Sitting puts your hip flexors in a shortened position for hours, causing them to pull your pelvis forward and create anterior pelvic tilt. This compresses your lower back and shuts off your glutes. After a few weeks of practice, you'll notice your posture improving, lower back pain decreasing, and walking feeling more fluid. Now that the hips are opened, it's time to address upper body dysfunction. Thoracic spine rotation restores rotational mobility in your mid-back, an area that becomes stiff from hunching over a keyboard or looking down at your phone. When your thoracic spine can't rotate properly, your lower back and neck are forced to compensate, leading to chronic pain. Get down on your hands and knees with wrists under shoulders and knees under hips. Keep your spine neutral. Place your right hand behind your head with elbow pointing out. Slowly rotate your right elbow down toward your left hand, letting your upper back round slightly. Pause, then reverse by rotating your elbow up toward the ceiling, opening your chest. Try to point your elbow straight up. Your hips should stay completely still. All rotation comes from the thoracic spine. Perform 10 to 12 slow reps on each side. For a deeper stretch, try the side-lying version. Lie on your left side with knees bent at 90 degrees and stacked. Extend both arms straight out with palms together. Slowly lift your right arm and rotate it open, following your hand with your eyes as it moves toward the floor behind you. Keep your knees pressed together to prevent your hips from rotating. Hold the open position for 2 to 3 breaths, feeling the stretch across your chest, then return. Perform 8 to 10 reps per side. Focus on slow, deliberate movement. The rotation should come from your mid-back, not your lower back. This exercise opens your chest and shoulders, counteracting rounded forward posture. People who do this consistently report looser shoulders, decreased neck tension, fuller breathing, and better performance in rotational activities. The third movement reactivates muscles that sitting literally shuts down. The glute bridge wakes up your glutes and teaches proper hip extension mechanics. Sitting for hours causes your glutes to go dormant. Your nervous system forgets how to activate these powerful muscles that are essential for walking, running, and standing. When your glutes don't fire properly, your hamstrings and lower back are forced to compensate and take over work they weren't designed to handle, leading to chronic tightness and increased injury risk. Lie on your back with knees bent and feet flat, hip width apart. Your feet should be close enough to almost touch your heels with your fingertips. Press your arms into the floor. Brace your core. Drive through your heels and squeeze your glutes to lift your hips. Rise until your body forms a straight line from knees to shoulders. At the top, squeeze your glutes hard and hold for 2 to 3 seconds. Lower with control, lightly tap the ground, then drive back up. Perform 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. The most common mistake is arching your lower back instead of using your glutes. Keep your ribcage down and tuck your tailbone slightly as you lift. You should feel this primarily in your glutes. If you feel it in your lower back, your glutes aren't firing correctly. To increase difficulty, perform single leg bridges or add a 5 to 10 second pause at the top. This exercise restores glute function, improves hip extension, and takes stress off your lower back. Within weeks, your lower back feels less tight and movements like climbing stairs become easier. The fourth movement addresses rounded shoulders and forward head posture. Wall angels restore scapular mobility and strengthen the muscles that hold your shoulders back. This looks simple, but most people who sit all day struggle because their chest is tight and upper back is weak. Stand with your back against a wall, feet 6 inches from the baseboard. Press your lower back, upper back, and head against the wall. Bring your arms into a goalpost position with elbows bent at 90 degrees, upper arms parallel to the floor, and backs of hands, elbows, and wrists touching the wall. Engage your core to prevent excessive arching. Slowly slide your arms up the wall, straightening your elbows like a snow angel, keeping contact with the wall. Go as high as you can while maintaining all contact points. Most people lose contact around shoulder height. That's normal when starting. Once you reach your highest point, slowly reverse and slide back down. Keep shoulder blades pulled back and down throughout. Don't let your ribs flare or lower back arch. Perform 3 sets of 10 to 12 slow reps. Focus on quality. Maintain all contact points rather than flailing through a larger range. Wall angels strengthen your lower trapezius, rhomboids, and rotator cuff while stretching your chest. The result is improved posture, reduced neck and shoulder pain, and natural shoulder positioning. The final movement restores a position humans are naturally designed to rest in, but most adults have completely lost the ability to achieve. The deep squat hold improves hip mobility, ankle flexibility, and spinal positioning all at once. Reversing the stiffness sitting creates across your entire lower body. People who still squat naturally in daily life, whether eating, resting, or working, maintain strong, flexible hips and ankles well into old age. But most adults today have lost the ability to comfortably sit in this fundamental human position, sacrificing natural mobility and lower body strength. Stand with feet slightly wider than shoulder width, toes turned out 15 to 30 degrees. Engage your core and lower into the deepest squat you can while keeping heels flat and chest upright. Push your knees out as you descend. Get your hips below your knees with your torso between your thighs. In the bottom position, bring hands together in prayer position and use your elbows to press your knees outward. Keep your chest lifted and spine neutral. Simply hold this position. Start with 20 to 30 seconds and work up to 2 to 3 minutes over several weeks. Breathe deeply and relax into it. You should feel stretching through hips, groin, ankles, and calves. If you can't get into a full deep squat with heels down, hold a sturdy object for support or place weight plates under your heels. Add movement while holding. Shift your weight side to side, rock forward onto your toes, then back to your heels. Rotate your torso to each side, using your elbow to press your knee out for a deeper hip stretch. This single position addresses almost every limitation sitting creates. It opens your hips, improves ankle mobility, strengthens your core, and teaches proper spinal positioning. People who practice this regularly report dramatic improvements in lower back pain and overall mobility. Combine these 5 movements into a complete routine. Start with hip flexor stretch to lunge for 2 sets of 6 to 8 reps per side. Then thoracic spine rotations for 2 sets of 10 to 12 reps per side. Follow with 3 sets of 12 to 15 glute bridges. Move to wall angels for 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Finish with a deep squat hold for 1 to 3 minutes. The entire routine takes 15 to 20 minutes and targets all major areas sitting damages: hip flexors, glutes, upper back, shoulders, and lower body mobility. Done consistently 4 to 5 times per week, this routine leads to noticeable improvements within weeks. You'll notice reduced pain, better posture, and easier movement throughout the day. So there you have it, 5 exercises that undo years of sitting. Share these with someone who needs to move better and feel better.